Welcome to today's exciting dive into one of the most fascinating coins in the world of numismatics, the United States half dollar from 1971. This coin may seem like a simple piece of currency at first glance, but it holds quite a bit of history, rarity, and even surprising value. If you've ever wondered what makes a coin like the 1971 half dollar so special, you're in for a treat today. Let's start by taking a quick look at the 1971 half dollar's design. If you're familiar with U.S. coins, you probably recognize the iconic Kennedy portrait that adorns the obverse. This coin was minted to honor President John F. Kennedy following his assassination in 1963. The reverse side features the traditional seal of the United States, with an eagle holding an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other. It's a design that speaks to the nation's strength, peace, and resolve. Now, this particular coin was minted during a period when the U.S. was transitioning away from silver in its circulating coinage. The 1971 half dollar, along with other coins of the era, is composed of a copper-nickel clad, which means it doesn't have the same precious metal value as earlier Kennedy half dollars made of 90% silver. So, how does this affect its value? In a typical sense, the 1971 half dollar has a face value of just 50 cents, so why are we here talking about a coin that's worth so much more? You see, it's all about rarity, condition, and a few special minting quirks. Most 1971 half dollars are readily available and don't carry much of a premium. However, certain factors can make a 1971 half dollar stand out as a highly valuable collector's item. First, we need to talk about the coin's condition. Like most collectible items, the better the condition, the more valuable it becomes. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P, to mint state, MS, with many high-value coins falling in the MS-65 to MS-70 range. A well-preserved 1971 half dollar in perfect condition can command a premium price. But the value doesn't stop there. The true worth of a 1971 half dollar skyrockets when you factor in rare minting errors. Sometimes, coins can be struck with misaligned dies, double strikes, or even incorrect lettering. Any of these errors can make a seemingly ordinary coin worth a lot more. In fact, if you come across a 1971 half dollar with a rare error, it can be worth much more than its face value. So what's the value we're talking about here? Well, it's not just any half dollar that can fetch a big price. In fact, certain 1971 half dollars, especially those in uncirculated condition or those with significant minting errors, have been sold at auctions for incredible amounts of money. You may be wondering just how much? Hold on tight, because some of these coins have been known to fetch as much as $100,000. Yes, that's right, $100,000. That's a huge return on a coin that you can easily find in your pocket change. But remember, it's all about condition and rarity. If you happen to find a 1971 half dollar in mint condition or one with a valuable error, you might just be holding onto a small fortune without even realizing it. To wrap things up, while the 1971 half dollar was never originally designed to be a high-value coin, the right circumstances, such as being in pristine condition or having a minting error, can turn this piece of U.S. history into a major treasure. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone casually collecting coins, it's worth keeping an eye out for this particular half dollar. If you're lucky enough to find one with the right characteristics, you could be looking at a coin worth more than just pocket change. And who knows? Your 1971 half dollar might be worth $100,000. Top 2 today. We're going to talk about a coin that not only holds historical significance but also could have a surprising value attached to it, especially if you happen to own one of the rarer versions. Let's dive into the story of the United States half dollar from 1976. This coin is more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of the country's heritage, and surprisingly, it could be worth a whole lot more than its face value. The 1976 half dollar was minted as part of the United States bicentennial celebrations, marking 200 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. To commemorate this historic occasion, the U.S. Mint issued a special design for the half dollar, featuring a bold and striking reverse. The coin's reverse side depicts the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, a nod to both the nation's past and the present day's space exploration achievements. It's a design that captures both patriotism and forward thinking, and as you might guess, this coin holds great appeal for collectors. But while the 1976 half dollar might look like any other coin in your pocket, there's more to it than meets the eye. You see, while the majority of these coins are not particularly rare, there are certain key factors that can significantly raise their value. First, let's talk about the composition of the coin itself. Like other coins minted in the mid-70s, the 1976 half dollar is made of copper nickel, meaning it lacks the silver content that earlier half dollars boasted. While this makes it less valuable from a precious metals standpoint, it doesn't mean that this coin is without worth. In fact, if you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition or with certain rare features, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, what makes the 1976 half dollar worth more than just the 50 cents stamped on it? Well, it's all about rarity, condition, and specific minting errors that could make one of these coins much more valuable. A perfectly preserved 1976 half dollar in mint state, say, in MS65 or higher, can command a premium over the common versions. But here's where things get really interesting. Some 1976 half dollars were struck with errors, mistakes that make them highly sought after by collectors. For example, there have been cases where the coins were double-struck, where certain details were misaligned, or where the coin was minted with slight variations in the design. These types of minting errors are rare, and collectors love these unique flaws. The rarer the error, the higher the value. So, you might be wondering, how much can a 1976 half dollar really be worth? While most standard 1976 half dollars only hold a modest value, it's the rare ones, those in excellent condition or with minting errors, that can fetch big bucks. In fact, some of these coins have been known to sell for as much as $110,000. That's right, $110,000. Now, don't get too excited just yet. Finding a 1976 half dollar worth that much isn't as easy as picking one up off the street. But, if you happen to find one of these rare coins, you might be in for a big surprise. Whether you stumble upon it in your pocket change, inherit it from a relative, or buy it at a coin shop, the 1976 half dollar could be worth far more than you ever expected. In conclusion, the 1976 half dollar is more than just a commemorative coin from the bicentennial celebrations. It's a reminder of the United States' rich history, its commitment to innovation, and a piece of numismatic treasure that might just be hiding in plain sight. If you're a collector or simply a coin enthusiast, make sure to keep an eye out for those rare versions. Who knows? You could very well find yourself holding a 1976 half dollar worth $110,000.